Alright guys, what is up? It is Game Master, and welcome to episode 5 of Let's Talk. Let's Talk Catherine. Let's do it. So, first of all, what I want to say about Catherine is wow. And by wow, I mean wow good and wow bad. Let me put it this way. After you beat this fucking game, it is so relieving. So fucking relieving. Now, I don't really want to get into the story too much because if I did that, there'd be a lot of spoilers. So, you know, I'm not going to get into the story too much. But, it's a puzzle game, okay? Okay, some things I like about it. I like the art style. The art style is beautiful. I love it. The anime style is it probably was one of the things that made the game so popular, because a lot of people these days, you know, they like all the classic anime cartoons, and you know, someone who makes a game with anime in it's gonna get a lot of attention because that's just the kind of stuff people like. So there's that. Now the other thing, the characters. The characters are really interesting. Like it actually gives a story on most of the characters, which, you know, it's good to know about your characters, okay? Because you don't want to play through an entire game and be like, oh shit, I don't know anything about anyone except the main character. So, you know, it's good to have backstory, it's good to have, you know, character information, and there are a lot of fucking characters in this game. A lot of them. Yeah, so let's talk about the gameplay. Oh, jeez. This part there's good things about it and bad things. Okay, so first of all, let's start with normal gameplay. Like, I don't know how to say it. Like, the aspect of it is, it's good. I wouldn't say it's revolutionary, but it's definitely something different that I don't think anyone has attempted before. And Atlas did a good job with the gameplay of this game. For instance, as you know, it's a puzzle game. So you enter the puzzles, and you do the puzzles, and then after you're done with the puzzle stages for that day or night, whatever, then you go back to a bar where, you know, you can chill out, you can drink, you can have you can talk to your friends, you can play a Rapunzel game. I don't know, it's supposed to help. I didn't really play it that much, but the bar is there basically to give you a break from all these puzzles, because trust me, if that was not in there, there'd be no way you'd be able to fucking finish this game. Like, it's hard enough as it is. You want breaks in between. I mean, like, yeah, you can pause it, you know, go out, take breaks, whatever. But you want other gameplay other than just the puzzle aspect, which I'll get into in a minute. But, anyways, at the bar, like, the things you can do is, like, talk to the other people in the bar. You know, you can drink, you can play the game, you can, change the music on the jukebox. You know, just little things like that give it life. It gives it, you know, sorry. It gives it, it just gives it a better feel to the game. And the story is really in-depth, and you're really gonna feel like you're, you know, you're gonna feel what Vincent feels. Like, that's the main character's name. I don't want to make it sound like fucking gay or anything, but you're really gonna feel what Vincent feels in the game, and it's cool that they could make a story that you know, that you could adapt to and, like, give it your honest opinions about. So, you know, like the bar and stuff, you know, that's good. Now, let's move on to the puzzle aspect of it. Now, first of all, before I want to say anything, if you're not a hardcore gamer who likes tons and tons of puzzle games, you're just a sit-down casual gamer, play the game on fucking easy. Play it on easy. There's no way, because even normal is fucking ridiculously hard, okay? I played the whole game on normal, and I was fucking raging between, around the 5th stage. It starts getting difficult, and once you pass that 5th stage, you're on to the 6th one, and the rest of them, on fucking normal, are, they're impossible. There was one stage that literally I was on for 3.5 hours before I wanted to fucking, look it up. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna look the shit up. But, I ended up at the end looking up a few puzzles. So, you can't help it. Some people wanna, I know I've heard some people who got to that part and they said fuck it, because you can change the difficulty, which is a good thing Atlas did that, otherwise the fucking game would be impossible. But I really like that they actually did give you the option to change the difficulty, otherwise it would be mad impossible. Anyways, so moving back on to the puzzles. The puzzles are themselves revolutionary, because it's stuff that, well, I don't know if it's that revolutionary, but I mean, it's stuff that no one's done in a puzzle game before. So you got puzzle games like Portal, and I don't know, there was a couple others I had in my head and I can't fucking think of the names now. Anyways, something like Portal, oh, big deal. It's you shoot portals, you fucking try to get out of the room. Big deal. This is different. This is extremely different. What this game is basically you have this giant tower of blocks, and you have to climb all the way up the blocks, and you have to move the blocks in different ways to climb up, and there's different types of blocks, like there's black hole blocks, there's trampoline blocks, spike blocks, monster blocks, mystery blocks that give you all this stuff, like cracked blocks. I don't know, but there's a shit ton of different things in here. You can also collect items while you're climbing, and they do different things. And once you're in the night, once you pass the first puzzle of the night, you'll be brought to the landing where there's other characters that I don't want to give too much away, but you can save there, which, trust me, if you're playing on normal, you're definitely fucking gonna want to do that. But on the landing, you can talk to the other characters, you can buy items, and so on. So then you go on, you move on. Once you're done with all the puzzles for that night, you go back. There's a cutscene or two, then you go back to the bar. And once you leave the bar, that means you're ready to start the next puzzle. So, yeah, so the puzzle, okay, let's talk about some bad things. First of all, most of the time, the game is fun. Within itself, the game is fun. But you will be fucking raging a lot. I guarantee you're going to rage a ton in this game. And I can get past that. I can get past screaming at some fucking puzzles. What I cannot get past are the controls. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes the fucking controls in this game are garbage. They're terrible. And you don't want to play a game, with bad controls. You want to enjoy the game with controls that actually work. In this game, it doesn't work that well with controls. I mean, it's okay most of the time. There's just sometimes where you'll be pressing a direction and it'll go the opposite directions, or you're not even pressing something that the main character will do, and it's just frustrating. And you're already frustrated enough with the puzzles, and you don't want to fucking deal with bad controls. So, whatever, right? So there's 8 different endings in the game, and I gotta say, I feel that I got probably the best ending there is. It's labeled as the achievement is bad ending, but in my opinion, excuse me, in my opinion, it's probably the best ending in the game, because to be honest, it really makes the most sense to me. I mean, like, I'm not gonna play through the game again, okay? Like, I'll play the other modes, you know, I might play with friends, co-op or something, but I'm not gonna play through the entire game again, so I'll probably end up looking up the endings, but as far as I know, I probably got the best ending in the game, just because it makes the most sense. So, you know, I really loved the game. There's things about it I didn't like. There's things about it I like. You know, that's it. You're gonna have that in a game all the time. You're gonna like it. You're gonna hate it. There's gonna be parts where you fucking rage and never want to play it anymore. And, you know, like I said, once you beat this game, you're fucking relieved. Like, you see the credits, and you're like, holy shit, I beat the game. By the way, don't skip the credits. Anyways, yeah, so by the time you see those credits rolling, your hands are on your fucking head. You're like this. You go like that. Your hands are on your head. You're like, oh my god, I fucking beat Catherine. So yeah. So guys, that's all I have to say about Catherine. Really, great game if you're a casual gamer and you don't mind puzzle games, but you don't play them all the time. I would definitely, you know, pick this game up, or at least rent it, you know, and play it on easy if you're a casual gamer. But otherwise, if you, it's worth the $50. But if you're really not someone who buys puzzle games, definitely rent it, because it's really, really worth a, you know, it's really worth one playthrough. You know, you're gonna enjoy that one playthrough, and as I did, I mean, like I said, there's parts where I raged, but you know, you're going to enjoy your one playthrough of it. I don't think I could stand going back and playing through it again. Like, even though by the time you're done, you pretty much memorize most of the puzzles, I don't think I'd want to go back and play it again. I mean, there's no point when you can go on YouTube and, you know, look up the endings. There's really no point. So, like I said, it's definitely worth the rent. To be honest, I don't know. If you like this kind of game, I would really pay $50 for it, because, you know, I like puzzle games. This game looked really interesting. I like anime. I like this style of gameplay. And, so I bought it. And, you know, it's a great game. It really is. So, that's all I have to say. So, without further ado, here's my review on Catherine for the Xbox 360. Here it is. So, I give Catherine a 8.5 out of 10. And the reason well, it's not so low, but the reason I give it that low of a rating is because of the minor problems. You know, the controls not working correctly, you know, the puzzles being way fucking more difficult than they're supposed to be on normal, and, you know, just a few other things on the side that it would be, I would 100% give it a 9 if the fucking controls weren't so much garbage. But unfortunately, it gets an 8.5. So, do I recommend Catherine? Ignore that, I'm sorry. But do I recommend Catherine? Yes, I do. I highly recommend Catherine. Like I said, you know, go out and rent it. If you like this kind of game, definitely go out and rent it, and you're really going to enjoy it. So thanks for watching my review on Catherine. I give Catherine an 8.5. This is Game Master 8814 signing out. Peace.